That's a good way to start the video. If I put that in the beginning of the video, people will surely click on it. Anyway, let me tell you about how I got my job. TfL, Transport for London, so they're in charge of buses, trains, everything, but I'm on the underground part of Transport for London. So how did I get the job? When I got back from Lagos last year, I went online. I'd seen that job that job vacancy before I went to London, and I was like, you know what, if it's for me, I'll see it again, or it will still be there, and I'll reapply. So I reapplied, and then funny thing is, I have like one of the shortest start time with TfL. Usually it takes 8 months, 12 months, 1.5 years for people to start from the time they first applied. But I applied in December, went for my first assessment in January, which was basically writing, just English test and ticket test, some kind of test. The first initial assessment online was very, oh my god, I've never felt so stupid in my life. Like, they first asked you questions like, you know, these customer based questions like, if your colleague is not this, that, what would you do? Then they now brought up some kind of test, some math test. Oh my god, I've never felt so stupid in my life. Like, after doing the test, I went to call my friends and I said, I've never felt so stupid. This test, I'm not getting the job. Then when I went for the second assessment, which was the written English one, I thought, okay, that one was kind of weird, because I was also preparing for the interview as well, and this was maybe a few days after I failed the one with my company, so I was just not feeling myself. But I did it. I did the written one that they said we'll come for interview another day. Then the day I went to Bath was the day I went for the interview, and surprisingly it was okay. They just kind of test you. It's like a role play interview. That's one thing I like about the TfL one. It wasn't like questions like, oh, tell us about yourself, what would you do in this situation, blah blah blah, you know, those type of things. They just give you a situation. Okay, you first did a role play, which was like, oh, there's a drunk person here, or there's somebody that did this, or there's somebody that is doing this. They don't expect you to know the policies, but they expect you to be aware of the instructions they've given you, so you can use it to act on and get good results, that kind of thing. And it's my lips, I don't know where my distance is. Oh. And what now happens, so you're down on at the time. In fact, I almost missed that test, because you know I was working with my company, so I could leave anytime I wanted to. I could just leave my house whichever time I wanted to, and I almost missed the train. And if I had missed the train, I would have gotten there late, which I wouldn't even be able to sit for the interview and the assessment and stuff. So I went for it. I got there on time. Like, as I got there, the person was already marking list of people that were doing tests at my time as well. So I went for that. I did it, and then I was like, I'm going to Bath. I'm not going to worry about it. If I get it, I get it. And at that time, when I was applying for this job, it said they were offering UK visa sponsorship. So I was like, okay, if I get this job, I'm settled, I'm fine, you know, no problem. You get that kind of thing. That's what I thought. That's what I felt like. That's what I felt was going to happen. Only for when even after that once, I was like, oh, I just got home, I was remembering some things I could have said. I was like, oh, I failed this one again. I didn't fail it. I passed. I got the result that, oh, you've been successful, we would like to offer you an conditional employment, blah 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 blah, things like that. And I was like, and that was the day I had one issue at work, and I was just so happy that this thing came. And then I had to like give my notice in, and then they were like 8 weeks. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do 8 weeks. And it was weird. It was all weird trying to like get that time off at like leave my former company. So as we're doing the employment checks and everything, which was very, very tough, I was told, oh, we cannot sponsor anymore. And in my head I'm like, you can't sponsor anymore. But then it was because of the rules that was coming up April 4th, and in my head I thought if you guys still wanted to do it, you could do it quickly. You know what, if they wanted to fast track this thing, because UK government said is any application after April 4th that you need to make that new money. They were not paying that much, and they said they cannot meet that payment, but it is more than my former job, but I'm paying more rent now because this small tiny room is 800, and I'm sharing toilet with, when I collected the room, the landlady said 5 people, her, herself, her husband, a child, herself, her husband, a child, one other tenant, and me, 5, only for me to get here now. And then there's 2 other tenants and 1 extra child, so that's like 8 people, right? And there's only 1 bedroom and toilet. So in my head I'm thinking, and I'm so glad I already told her 3 months. I wanted to say 6 months, but I said 3 months. So I've got time. I've got 2 months to find somewhere else to move to. I've also got 2 months to completely become a minimalist, because packing my things from Sheffield to London, it was not easy at all. It wasn't easy at all. But how did I find this place? I found it on Spare Room. I just wanted to find somewhere to stay that, you know, once that 25th came, I had somewhere to stay in, and I wasn't like looking for somewhere. And you know, I just wanted to find somewhere to call my place before I started work, and it was easy, it was okay, you get that kind of thing, and it was in a good area as well. So I just said, you know what, this will do for now. And I will say 3 months, because if I don't like, and I always say, if you want to rent somewhere with anybody, just first say 3 months, and then you can extend the contract. Because saying more than and you cannot keep to it, that means you're not keeping up to your side of the contract or whatever. But I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I'm just saying don't promise too much, because you might not like the living situation and all. So I'm trying to become a minimalist and try to reduce more stuff. Even though I've reduced in Sheffield, I'm still trying to reduce more stuff. Yeah, the place is okay, sha. I think my room is my room. You get, it's just the only thing I don't like is the toilet situation. I get that I am sharing kitchen, I've always shared kitchen, you get, but the toilet one, because my former place I had my own toilet and bedroom, so it's very weird for me now. And I don't know, sha. Oh, I'm sure trying my best to live in London. I've not started a social life yet because I was fasting and I didn't have time, you know, to do all this kind of faji and all that. But now it's going to start. And I'm also currently watching Queen of Tears. Oh my god, very interested. If you're not watching it, please go and watch it. I had some other clips and videos about how life has been so far, you know, how I found my place, the day I was going to view it, moving, everything. It's been really stressful, God knows. The job, oh my god, my legs. I had 2 weeks of training, and the funny thing is that I was going for my final interview. I was like, I saw some people coming out, I was like, oh god, please let me just get this job so I can be like them. When I started the job too, when we two were going out there, people still going in for their interview and everything. And me and my friend, it was me and one of my YouTube people that got the job as well, but she didn't take it because she just thought it's too stressful, it's not worth it, the visa isn't guaranteed, all that. But I also thought, you know what, this pays more than my former job. I'll come to London, I will search for other jobs that I can take with visa sponsorship. I'll be able to save more as well because it pays more. And if they end up changing their mind, or I get, you know, if they end up changing their mind, I'm already at the company that can sponsor anyway. Very new to me, but not entirely new, because I've waitressed before, and although my job has to do with not a lot of standing around, but you get times where you have to stand around, serve, all that, it is still, I won't say that's the main business, but I've done jobs where I had to stand all day. But this is like different, because with this job what I do is that when I get in, I clock in, I stand, I help people with their tickets, I help people, give people directions. And it's quite new to me because I don't really know I don't use London Underground, so I'm not able to give the best advice, but I am trying their apps to help me. People are helping me as well. So I did 2 weeks of training at the training headquarters, and then after that I am in my station now, trying to, like, you know, work accordingly and everything. I'm currently shadowing, doing security checks, doing it's so much, you know. And I like it. It's okay, but my legs, the first 2 days, my legs were very painful, especially because one of my friends had told me that she used to do the job and she thought, nah, I can't stand for the rest of my life. But the job is okay, you know, as long as you don't push it. Especially now that I'm new, I'm not pushing it. I'm not saying that I want to do overtime, but it's the type of job that, because it's very similar, the timetable is very similar to my former job, but it's not, the hours are not that long. It's the type of job that if I want to do overtime, I'll do it on the day instead of going to work on a fresh new day, because I just believe that I don't have enough day off to do that. So far I have that balance, you know, and I'm doing my best. It's okay. For now it's okay, and I'm just praying to God, like praying to God for help regarding that visa, because I'm not going to lie, but like, especially towards the end of Ramadan, I was so angry, so annoyed. I was so angry. My faith was, it was like it was never there. Like, I was so scared of the fact that, in fact, that I've been so unhappy since I moved here in terms of like searching for jobs with visa sponsorship again. It's not easy at all. It's not easy, because that, for that price, even graduate role, like, where do I want to see it? Like, it's just so messy in my head right now that I just said to myself that I don't even care. I don't even care again. I'm not even searching for anything again. I'm tired. I'm done. Like, I was just like, life is not that hard, and if these are the last days that I have to remain in this country, like legally and stuff, I might as well just fully embrace it and enjoy it, instead of being angry and worried halfway through or whatever. Like, let me fully enjoy and bask in it, that yeah, my last legal days is going to work out one way or the other. But I don't care anymore. Like, even I was so angry, and the major reason why I was angry was because, you know, when you're like, when you're with God and waiting for a miracle and things like that, you're always thinking, why can't it just happen like this? Why can't it just sort itself out now? Like, why does it have to wait till last minute or later on? Like, now that I'm worried about it, why can't it just work now? Why can't it just fall in place now? So I was just so angry. I had to apologize to God because I felt so ungrateful. But I'm not going to lie, I'm not as strong-willed as I was, so I'm just doing day to day that at least let me just save up some money, and then whatever, you know, I will handle it, or I will deal with it when I get to that point. I have work today. I should be getting ready now, but I'm here talking to you guys. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll keep you updated. Bye. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, okay?